Hello, hello! Are we no, just, why do I mean, that's my intro, like, I always say those words, but it's not, we're recording. Lucy, can you do the intro, please?
Hey, welcome back! We gotta do another recording, because this is pre-recorded,
Another
and not live.
Yeah, as you can see, guys, here's the save, but we already, I don't know if we're gonna spawn, like, after the loading, like, chapter title, so I'm actually going to select chapter. We've done chapters 1 and 2, we're about to start chapter 3, Rise and Fall. It's a big one, this is probably going to take like 4 episodes. Here we go. No words, alright, we're jumping straight in. So yeah, this is where the game begins to develop a bit, Lucy, because the environments get a lot... There's a bit of an expansion, let's just put it that way, in all ways. Nice. Here we go. I'm waiting for it to load. I could cut this out, but I'm too lazy, you know? I want it to feel like a live stream.
No, I think you should cut this out, because it's like, I currently just see black.
Yeah,
and
okay,
it's like,
maybe we'll cut this out. No, mind, here it is. Chapter 3, Rise and Fall.
Oh, the glitchy lagginess is back.
Oh, for God's sake. I'm not gonna lie, this is slightly more laggy, but that's just because it's chapter 3. It shouldn't persist. Okay. But yeah, as you can see, we've woken up in a kind of bed, you know, place where people sleep. Very cozy room. Yeah. Even a hammock in here. Some items on the old shelves. Can't open the chest, at least not yet. And the door's this way. So yeah, my W key still isn't working. That sucks. But yeah, this is
Yes, you have to crab walk.
I have to crab walk. Crab rave, boys. Wow, it's a lot darker than I remember. I'm gonna be honest. You know, this is a pretty interesting room, right? Because there's a mirror, but we don't have a reflection. So, Henry Vampire confirmed. Oh, W seems to be working a bit now. But yeah, this is actually flooded with ink. I don't remember this. This is slightly different. Can we go in the toilets though? That's a real question because, you know, man's gotta do poo-poo, do pee-pee. Pee-pee-poo-poo. We can flush the toilet. I mean, that is game mechanics, if ever I've seen. Like, if a flushing toilet isn't one of your primary game mechanics, then, like, what are you even doing? It's so dark, I can barely see where I'm going. There's some overalls there, and look who we got here. Look who it is! It's the good boy himself, and now my W key is stuck. Wow, my W key's really broken, I'm sorry, guys. But yes, hello? Do you like my music? Lucy, let me serenade you. Serenade. Will you marry me? just after the guitar solo. No other information. Just. But anyways, yeah. So here's the safe, the hideout. Do you want to go over here? Do you want to go down there? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? What do you want to see?
If you could do me a favor, could you, like, turn the camera a little bit slower at a time? Because, like, when you turn it too rapidly, because it keeps glitching back to the previous 1 or 2 frames.
Okay.
So it's, like, a lot of back and forth, and it's really irritating to, like, look at. Like, I get confused.
That's okay. Visually. That's okay. I'm going to turn it slowly, alright? So there's Boris.
Thanks.
Boris is north. Just imagine. You know, to the east here, we've got a corridor that goes that way. We go back on us. South, there's, you know, overalls hanging up in our safe room. To the west... There's a door.
I'd say go right first.
Down here?
Like, yeah.
Alright. Let's go.
The other side, like, I feel like, you know, whenever I go through doors, to me it feels like, you know, like, when you go through it, you can't go back.
Yes, that's a correct decision.
So, like, I prefer open spaces.
This is never really explained, but it's really interesting, I guess you could say, art piece, because... What people generally think is that this is a hint about kind of Boris's mindset on the inside. On the outside, he's a happy, goofy fellow. But on the inside, he has crippling anxiety. Isn't that wonderful? But seriously, this is a...
I can't blame him!
You know, fair enough. He's in living hell, ink hell, and like... This is a conglomeration of images of Bendy, Boris, and Alice. As you can see, it's kind of just, they tie it up. It's really weird. This is me after, like, a long, hard night, in every sense of the word, of FNAF theories, you know? Crippling anxiety.
Our big brain session yesterday that we have to stop because my brain just did a complete freeze.
Scott, why? Scott, why? No. I think we reached a satisfying conclusion where I won the debate. I have no idea what you're talking about.
No. We came to a point where it was like, but if it really was this way, then how would that even work?
not
Because
getting
just
any of
that
that
thing
easy.
is completely different.
I to open the door, but the lever's missing.
But yeah,
Boris probably
we're
has
still
it.
debating on FNAF 2, guys. Like, that's amazing. But anyways, so there's a lever, however you pronounce it, it's supposed to go in there. Boris probably has it. So let's go talk to him. Boris, me old chum.
Hey, buddy, you seen that lever handle around? Or are you holding it hostage until I make you something to
And
eat?
this is how Boris works, guys.
I thought so. Let's see what we got.
So we have to find soup. We have to find some bacon soup.
I like that. He just knows.
He just knows. He doesn't even say anything. Boris, I don't believe Boris ever speaks. He's a mute protagonist, sidekick, but he's cool. He's a bean. I mean, I'm just emotionally involved because I know his story. But yeah, there's a bacon soup can there, and there's 2 more hiding around. So let's look for him. Boris, you got any in your pants? Oh, that smells bad.
I mean,
Oh God, the French is
when
a
the
wolf for you.
only when the virtually only accessible water comes out of a toilet.
I mean, yeah, like water in this place. I mean, there's different types of ink. It kind of depends on the viscosity and thickness.
Yeah, but if you were to wash it with ink, it'd be black, wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
exactly. Ooh, this is highlighted now. Well, that's pretty neat. What have we got in here? Got, you know, a hat, a book.
Stop.
Bop.
Stop.
Okay. Also, those bendy clocks. Those were a new thing in this chapter. They're pretty cool. I'm just gonna... Where do you think the last bacon soup is, Lucy? Do you want to guess? I mean, maybe I just need to slow down, look around.
There's that thing, that thing, top.
It's
Nope, there.
it's pretty dark,
That should
but that should be enough. It's only 3 entire cans. It should be enough. And then we make Boris soup. Isn't this wonderful? We've gone from being chased by ink demons to, you know, a homely domestic making some soup for, you know, our good best friend Doggo Man. And then we just got to place it on the table.
Here you go.
Mouse sensitivity isn't perfect, but that's fine. And then he gives us the lever inside this box, which is pretty neat. He's not even touching his food. Thanks, Boris. Much appreciated.
He was just testing you, like, are you willing to share, or are you an egoistic bitch?
Yeah. I just want to also point out, if you like stand on the table or whatever, stand here, you can actually see they've been like playing cards and stuff. I probably should have done it before because it's kind of obscure now, but like he's doodled Boris, and there's like a tally there of like their wins and losses, I think. So yeah, you kind of get the idea that actually, it's never really said, but this is several weeks, I think, after Chapter 2. We've been hiding out in the studio for a while, and we've become quite close with Boris. So, we insert the lever, we pull the lever, Boris actually eats the soup, and he gets up in that time. He slurps it all in one go, and off we go. Now, I actually want to do one thing before we leave the place, because this is just a fun little thing, which is going to be important later. Kind of, not really. It's mostly just for fun. But we can actually pick up this bone here. Alright, so just remember that.
A strange item to be around. Just lie there.
Just lying there, yeah. Like, why are there bones in this place? Where did you get those from?
Right, like there's so much thing, like utility stuff, tools,
Yeah.
other shit, like canned food.
It's like-
that's like, okay, understandable. I get
See
behind
what's
that,
out
but a
there.
fucking bone.
Exactly, like, there are explanations, but it's like, it's not quite obvious why those would exist at first. But anyway, yeah. That door closes by itself behind us. Boris, look at this man. Like, you know, smash or pass. Probably shouldn't phrase it like that, because he's a dog. But he's a wolf, alright.
Hug or thug.
Hug or thug. Yeah, that's a wholesome way of putting it. I like that. I would hug this boy. Alright. It's not gay if you say no homo. Anyway, now I want to point something. I
Hug or mug.
want to point out something very important here. You see this little miracle station?
Yeah, you'll probably just sit inside and hide.
Yes, that is exactly what these are. They're hiding spots. And as you can probably guess,
I actually vaguely remember that from somewhere. I don't even know where.
maybe you
but
saw
I
the
think I
Chapter
saw
3
this
trailer
Could be.
because there's a.
Yeah, I think so.
If you saw-
because like I remember my friends were really into it. And I remember like when the trailer came out, we were like, oh my god, because like they were just in the hype.
Chapter 3 was when things really took off because like it'd been ages and like it was a big thing. It's bigger than the previous 2 chapters combined. So much more
Like
like
Homestead.
characters, voice acting, the environment. But yeah, as you can see here, we've got a Boris. Anyways, so
Looks like it's really dark up ahead. Let's find
invisible
some light.
wall moment. Oh boy. it's very dark, and we're going to need a light source. So let's pick up this bad boy from the desk, and here we go. Let's lead the way. Again, interesting game mechanic here. It's just...
Don't be scared, Boris. I'll keep the light near you so you don't get lost.
If you keep the light off Boris, he like starts cowering in fear. So you got to keep it on him, basically. Like, I'm just going to let him wander. See? He's not having a good time. He's scared of the dark. So we got to look after this boy.
Anxiety.
Anxiety. Yeah. That was deliberately out of tune, alright? I just want to do something different. I can sing, alright? I can't sing. I can't sing for shit. I left the boys' choir like 2 years ago because I'm just... No.
I mean, I haven't been in choir for like 4 or 5 years, but I keep singing to myself anyways a lot because I like it.
Did you hear that? Yeah, me either.
That's their relationship in a nutshell. It's wonderful, honestly. But yeah, as you can see...
He's like, shit, that was scary. Actually, it wasn't there. Don't worry, I'm with you.
And it's like, Boris is like looking around. Henry's like, yeah, I didn't hear anything.
Another dead end. I don't see any other way
So yeah, what are we gonna do?
You got any ideas, Boris?
Boris. Got any ideas?
Like how I literally just talked to him, but new objectives like talk to Boris.
Yeah.
As if you were.
But we've got to give him the light, basically. And then he goes in there and give it any second.
Well, somebody just rang the doorbell, but I ain't gonna go. 'Cause I
Boris? I mean, he's playing around in there. You good, bro? But yeah, Boris opens the door. And it's a little bit weird, but he kind of just disappears for a while, but he comes back later. He's an independent boy, as well as other things. So let's just get exploring. There's a little familiar-looking Bendy cutout. Let's not remember the time we were nearly sacrificed by a cultist. Good lord. And welcome.
Wow. I don't remember any of this.
Damn.
Yeah. Heavenly toys. So,
When you've been made
obviously as
old,
time
you
went
know.
on, throughout the mid-30s, according to, you know, my sources, official sources, they started manufacturing toys. They had a kind of toy department called Heavenly Toys. You can see they got like giant play models and plushies and everything. And yeah, it's huge. You hear that?
Singing.
You hear that? Also, we just gonna save game, because,
Better get overtime for this.
yeah.
Ain't nobody got time for
Why
that.
is there always something blocking the door?
Yeah, we can't.
Gotta be a way
we
through.
can't get through, guys. Henry's he's too fat. He's too fat. Squished through there. I'm sorry.
He's not only too fat, but he's also too weak to just.
To be honest, I actually do imagine him as being quite short and round. Not in a rude way, but like, I mean, he's quite short. Like his height is about equal
Like,
to a Bendy cutout.
I'd say when you like look at him, you think friendly uncle.
Yes, exactly that. Friendly uncle, as opposed to Joey Drew, who's like the creepy uncle. It's, you know,
The creepy lanky uncle who looks like he's looking.
you're the friendly aunt and I'm the creepy uncle, alright? But anyways, so it's true. So now we've got to fix the toy machine. So we've got to unclog these belt wheels. We powered it up. Then we have to, no we don't. We have to get rid of these toys. So Bendy plush, aeroplane. See now they're turning. Where are they? Luckily everything glows. It's much darker than I remember. I think it's because when I'm recording, my graphics can only go so high. I think I turned them down slightly. I took off like, not ambient occlusion, but something like, no, it wasn't bloom either. Those ones are like necessary. They look terrible now. But like the detail level's pretty low. Whatever. But yeah, there's a lot of little things around it. But now the way this works is that obviously we just flip this switch and they shift along. Oh wow, we have got it unlucky. Normally there's a couple gaps. We're gonna have to. It's gonna take a lot of attempts. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, here's Toy Belt Simulator, guys. Favorite game, 2019. I'm surprised you haven't remarked on that these ink puddles, because searches usually come out of those, and you just didn't even. You probably didn't see it, to be honest. But does that make you feel anxious, Lucy?
I did, but I kind of low-key forgot. Like I was too busy looking at everything else.
That's fair enough. There are a lot of things to look at, and there are no enemies here. We are completely safe, and nothing can kill us.
Now that you say that, you kind of jinxed it.
I don't know what you're talking about. This chapter is completely pacifist. This chapter, there's nothing that tries to kill you. Interesting and weird
Are you sure
thing.
about that?
Are you sure about that? This exists.
The fuck? Freaky.
It is weird. And what's really interesting to me is that the ink machine there is not the ink machine that we've already seen. That is the beta model of the ink machine. So why is it here in the full release still? Weird. There is actually a purpose to this. You can basically, if you have to do combined stuff. There's another choice that's going to be made in a couple minutes. But that combined with this can unlock some like secrets and stuff. I can't even remember though, and they're not that important, so I'm just going to skip that. Here's a tape.
I don't be seeing what the big deal is.
You recognize that voice?
So what if I went and painted some
Yeah.
of those Bendy dolls with a smile?
Don't talk to her.
That's sure no reason for Mr. Drew to be flying off
I can already hardly hear
And
it.
if he really wants to be so helpful, he could be telling me what I'm to be doing with this warehouse I got full of that angel whatchamacallit. Not a scrap of that mess be said. You probably have to melt it all down to be rid of it all.
Yeah, I kind of barely understood that. I'm sorry. It's like very quiet, and then also like the audio quality isn't the best, and I can't even reread what he's saying because the video quality is
That
shitty.
sucks. I'm really sorry.
On my end, I'm really.
it's-
It's not your fault. It's just the way Discord is, you know.
The volume is pretty much maxed out, so changing that wouldn't affect anything. So I'll just explain each tape afterwards, just to make sure it's clear. Because
Thank you.
like,
Thank
I
you.
know this game inside out. It's fine. The viewers might need some clarification as well. I'm just gonna go over it again. So this is the voice of Sean Flynn. In case you're wondering, yes, that is an influential YouTuber speaking. They did get him to do some voice acting, and basically, he is a toy maker. He's a toy maker at Heavenly Toys, and Joey Drew's basically flying off the handle at him because Alice Angel merch isn't selling. So now he's like, probably have to melt it all down to be rid of it all. And it's like, okay, so Alice Angel's popularity died, and Joey, Joey is a very temperamental boss. But there's a reason he's mad about it, because, well, why would they need to invent Alice Angel? Because Bendy's popularity wasn't sustained either. So yeah, there's some basic lore for you guys. Let's go through the door. Get ready. Look at this. Isn't this wonderful? This is Alice Angel merch, but I don't see a way out. Guess I'll have to investigate this. Sit down and enjoy the show now. It's even darker than it was earlier.
Jeez.
Yeah. Did I get you? Because I didn't get me because I've seen
No.
it before, but
The lag. Because
yeah, there was a bit of a delay. I was like, it was very scary the first time though.
My endless web. Come along now. Let's see if you're worthy to walk with angels.
So yeah, that's Alice Angel. She's completely batshit crazy, and she's opened the way for us, apparently. I don't know where she went. Don't know, like, where she even came from. Let's just keep going.
where'd she come from?
Where'd she go? Yeah. Where'd she come from? Where'd she go? But, yeah. Now, Lucy, we have to make a choice. This combined with the, like, ink thing from earlier can, like, lead to secrets, but this actually, oddly enough, doesn't impact the ending or anything. It doesn't change the game, but it changes what you can see, because each room has a tape. Simple enough. Demon or the angel? Who do you pick? Your choice.
I don't know.
Alice or Bendy? Pick.
I don't know.
Lucy.
You know, I struggle with choices.
Matthew gives decision. Lucy. She's like,
Okay, let's go demon. Let's go demon.
are you sure about that? Are you sure though?
I just picked anything to have a fucking
Alright.
choice. Don't question me.
You start talking towards Angel.
Alright. I mean, in the end, it's you're playing, so like.
I am
Whatever.
the one with the power, but no, I'm going to honor your choice because I'll explain both. So just to be clear, right? We walk this way, Alice is in control. All right, we can't walk this way. Doors are physical objects. You can't get through them, you know, generally. So yeah, let's go this way. This is the Bendy theme side. Ink flooded, always a good sign. I think you've made a fine choice. Everything, look at this, completely covered in ink. Like, this shelf is made of ink at this point, you know. Where is it? Where's the chair? Where is it? Where's my favorite chair? My favorite chair in this game. It's a wonderful thing. It's pretty dark, so it's hard to see.
There's a chair at the bottom right.
No, there's a chair on the ceiling. There's an ink-covered chair on the ceiling somewhere. I think it's up here.
Okay.
It's really dark. I can't see it. But there's basically this chair hanging from the ceiling, and yeah, it's never explained. It's wonderful. It doesn't need explaining. It deserves existence. All right, don't insult the chair. I cannot find it. It's really dark. Let's listen to the tape.
There's nothing wrong with dreaming. Wishing for the impossible is just human nature. That's how I got started. Just a pencil and a dream. We all want everything, without even having to lift a finger. They say you just have to believe. Believe can make you succeed. Believe can make you rich. Believe can make you powerful. Why, with enough belief, you can even cheat death itself. Now that is a beautiful and positively silly thought.
Creepy.
Creepy. I love.
Actually, I understood this one fine.
Cool. Well, maybe I just need to, you know, shut the fuck up once in a while. But I love how there was a little
Yeah, not gonna lie,
pause.
it is-
Sorry.
It is actually a pet peeve of mine when people talk into dialogue. Like, I hate that.
I do that
Thoroughly.
occasionally. I try
I
and avoid
know,
it, but
which is
yeah.
why I keep being like,
No one, Lucy.
hey, when you're talking to dialogue,
yes.
then I don't know yet.
Yeah, seriously though, I love how there's this pause before, because it gives the player time to read the voice of Joey Drew. This is the first time he had a tape from Joey himself, and it was a big thing. Basically, yeah, he has this kind of like propaganda speech thing, and he's like, yeah, with enough belief, you could even cheat death itself. And the implication with the wheelchair that appeared in the hallucinations at the end of chapter 1 is that Joey had some kind of life-threatening disease, which is why he wanted to kind of fix it using the ink. And I'm not sure, but I like the wheelchair was a very weird thing to just appear in chapter 1. So yeah. Also, fun fact: if you choose the other room, the door spawns on this side. And people have tried hacking the game, and there's been instances where both or neither doors have spawned. It's really weird, but the Bendy's always the same. The other room was a tape from Susie Campbell, the voice of Alice Angel, who we were introduced to in chapter 2, and it's basically her saying, I was in the recording booth today, and Sammy was there with that Allison. She got replaced by a woman named Alison Pendle. So Susie was fired. She wasn't always Alice, and maybe that's a motive.
By the way, side note, because my freaking brother came in to ask me if he was allowed to take an ice cream, because my stepdad literally just left, I only heard like a quarter of what you said. I'm really fucking sorry. He came in like sneaking up.
Lucy, I've had it up to here with you. I've had it up to here. I can't handle it anymore. This relationship isn't working. As a domestic.
It's crying.
It's clean.
block.
Cry, shits and
reported.
farts, yeah. But basically,
just-
so
I don't know.
all you need to know from those tapes is that Joey has this belief that you can cheat death with belief. It seems like some, just fancy propaganda, but obviously there's a bit of a seething undertone. What you learn from the Susie
Determination.
tape... Determination, yeah. It's literally, yeah, and Remnant, determination, same thing. The Susie tape in the other room, basically, she says that she saw Sammy Lawrence, who is implicated to have a romantic interest with Alison Pendle, who replaced her as the voice of Alice Angel. So that really upsets her. And yeah, basically, Joey and Susie are two pretty important characters, but we'll get more of that later. Now, we saw a Bendy cutout here. Oh god.
Yeah, it was like,
I'm not ready. What do you think? What do you think's hiding around the corner? What do you think it is?
I don't fucking know, but I am spooked. It's a door.
Boris,
Hello there!
you're scaring me to death. Don't suppose you found anything we can use to protect ourselves with.
So, the theory is that this whole time, Boris was behind all those cutouts. I don't think that was the case, but he was playing a prank. I don't know if they move on their own or what. It's weird. But yeah, he's given us a gent pipe, which is neat. And you may have noticed now, the reason I got the bone from there is because if you get the bone, you can put it in his mouth. Now, I don't know why it's just appeared in his mouth, because I didn't actually give it to him. But I guess he just spawned with it because it registered me picking it up. Usually you have to press E to give it to him. But I didn't give it to him immediately. So yeah, and Boris now has a bone in his mouth. He's a good boy. Oh God, I'm so sorry. Boris, I'm so sorry. Sorry, let me pat you. Let me rub it better. Sorry.
Hey,
Abuse my dog.
when you fucking roll a natural 1 on petting the dog.
Level 1 patting. It's like a Minecraft and you try and pet your dog, but then it's just. Okay, I'm sorry. This generally feels...
literally, that's like a Dungeons and Dragons thing. When you roll a natural 1, you absolutely fail everything in the worst way possible, basically. And like when you're like, I pet the dog, and the dungeon master's like, okay, roll initiative for that, and you roll a natural 1, and the DM is like, you slap the dog.
I remember now. Sorry, I forgot how it worked. Yeah. But yeah, it's really cool, and yeah, remember that Boris has a bone in his mouth now. Look at this good boy. He doesn't have to worry about light anymore. Now we're in like a kind of toy room.
But like, little question, like, what species do you think that bone is from?
Looks like to open this, we're gonna need to throw 2 levers at once. You can
I think they kept dogs in the workplace because that makes sense, and they kept bones which they sourced from farms, from like cows or something. This is in the 1930s, remember, so ethics weren't quite what they are today. And they use them for the doggos. They're not from people. I'm really sorry, oh my gosh. I feel bad when I do that because it's weird, but he seems to have infinite health, which is good. But now we need to simultaneously flip a switch, and I have no idea how we communicate that, because, obviously, Doris A, B, he's got B, I have to be the one who goes to get the A, honestly. Also, there's a corridor down there if you want to go investigate that first, but we can go this way.
To be fair, though, you're the one with the weapon.
True. I'm the one who can, actually be fucking independent as a responsible adult. I'm being mean. I'm sorry, Boris.
Hey, no, you're throwing too much shade at the doggo boy.
I'm throwing too much shade. I'm gonna get so punished for this. But anyways, we're nearly at the end of the episode, Lucy. So left or right? Left or right? What are we thinking?
Right, because I feel like left is gonna progress.
Yes. You can actually come back here at any point, but there's lots of interesting stuff here. First of all, a tape, and this is unique. It's one of a kind because it's not one voice. It's 2.
Oh boy.
Let's go over this again. If the pressure goes over 45, I screw the safety bolt in tighter, right?
No, for the last time you do that, you blow every pipe in this place. If it reaches 45, you unhook the safety switch.
You sure? This sounds harder than comparing earwax to beeswax.
Look, it's not that difficult. Just keep an eye on the gauge.
Look, pal, if you think I'm doing my job and yours, I'm out of here.
I'm
out of here. So yeah, Wally Franks and Thomas Connor, who, funnily enough, are voiced by the Meatley and Mike Moo, the original 2 guys who started this.
Oh boy.
So yeah, they've got a wonderful relationship, honestly, because Wally is the kind of happy-go-lucky idiot janitor, whereas Thomas Connor is like the, edgy, serious technician. Also, I'm just going to quickly walk in here, because if we can just catch a glimpse of it, there it is. See it?
Ah!
Did it lag out? Did you see it?
I did it. I did see it.
Okay, well, yeah. Again, that's where the ink machine is in this level. There's always one appearance. I mean, it's just continually descending down, almost like it's following us, or we're following it. But anyways, there's literally nothing else in this room. It's just more, again, a very industrial thing going on. Like, it's all of this just for the ink machine? Is this the toy factory? Not quite sure. Now, do you remember the Chapter 3 trailer?
Not really.
Well, for those of you who do, admittedly that wasn't a wall, but this might look familiar.
Feel familiar?
And then when you walk up to it, that is the sound that can also be heard, I believe, near Bendy statues. Specifically, the respawn points. Weird detail, isn't it? Just for a game mechanic. It's, it's not like it's actually part of the story or anything. But yeah, this wasn't originally in Chapter 3. But what they did is that they added the section from the trailer where you're running down, you see some shadows walk past, Bendy's like chasing Alice up top. It's kind of hard to tell. And then you go in there, and it's like you're hiding, but then Bendy jump scares you. So that's really not actually part of the game, but it's like a meta reference. Like, oh, feel familiar? This was in the trailer. Ha! Get it?
Oh.
Get it? Big haha. Yeah, but I thought that was a really cool addition just for fan service. Like, I'm really happy this got thrown in, because we also got the Thomas and Wally tape and the ink machine. Anyways, we've gone a bit over half an hour, but there's a really good point to stop in like 1 or 2 minutes, so I'm just going to go here and get this part done. So, we go up here. Ooh, what's this? Bendy in the Butcher Gang. New characters.
Oh, yikes!
I get you. That'll get you.
Slap it, slap it, slap it, fucking whack it, no! Die,
I'm slapping
die!
it. I'm slapping it.
Freaking chimpanzee.
Chimpanzee. Yeah, you're probably right. So yeah, that is the Piper. Now, these three, well, you can't see them now, but the immediately confirmed their cartoon names to be Barley, Charlie, and Edgar. And in the game files, they're called the Piper, the Striker, and the Fisher. And yeah, they are some really messed up monkey dudes. I think there's this kind of like allegory for them being like the three monkeys, you know, see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, because different parts of their body are mutilated in that way. But anyways, we're gonna keep going with Boris, and we're gonna head down into the elevator. Alright, so if excuse me, Boris, I will take leads. And this is where we're gonna finish out the episode, guys. So we've got another little miracle station. Oh, guys, I really need to pee. I'm sorry, the hydration's really getting to my bladder. Ah, never mind, it's locked. Oh, well, I guess I'm gonna have to breach policy. Ladies, don't panic. Oh, that one's locked as well. There's nothing wrong with a boy going in the girl's bathroom if the boy's bathroom's inaccessible, alright? I'm not a pervert.
Okay, but you gotta explain that to the girls who are in the ladies' restroom.
No, I'm not condoning that. Guys, don't actually do that. That's... Just find a bush, alright? You're a guy. You've got, you know, projectile movement you can manage. They can't, alright? I mean, there was a study, like, people saying, oh yeah, boys understand projectile movement better because girls can't when they go to the you know,
The fuck?
I need to go find a save point, but I'm just gonna end the episode here, so thank you all so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, do leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell if you haven't already to see more streams and pre-recorded videos just like this one. This one, which corner are we? I don't know. And yeah, share it. Share it, you know, infect your social media with the ink. That's a good thing, alright? Dreams come true. Next episode, we're gonna be meeting Alice Angel. Turn the elevator down, yeah. Just you wait, Lucy. It's gonna be wild. Any final comments regarding the game? Anything you want to say about what you've seen? Do you feel welcomed to Jojo Studios?
You know, I know we're gonna encounter them, but on the other, I'm like, I hope we don't encounter the other apes, because I'm like, no thanks, no
They
thanks.
are
no thanks.
the Butcher Gang.
Sir.
They're called the Butcher
Yes.
Gang for a reason, guys.
I don't fucking care.
I don't
Yeah.
fucking care. Leave me alone.
Yeah, literally.
All right. Well, Lucy, it's been an absolute pleasure. Unless you guys got anything else to say, thanks for watching. Stay hydrated.